So, welcome to the tutorial of the game Choplifter for the Sega Master System. Actually a really good port from the arcade, and you only have to beat 6 stages in this speedrun. Then there's coming credits, and we use the credits to make the speedrun ending, because this is actually a no-stop game. Like, you can continue round by round. It sounds a little bit like Hang On. Like, I think I don't know if they're infinite stages. I never played so long, but it was more like a score game, not a beating game, and how much high score you actually get out of it, and if you can beat it. But yeah, for the speedrun it's like 6 stages, and then there comes some credits, and we use the credits to say, okay, the speedrun works until this. You have 2 land maps, like this one. You have 2 sea maps, and you have 2 cave maps. Speedrun is actually kind of short, but super random, super risky, super hard. Why? Because the game can give us a lot of random stuff, what I will explain during the stages, when we're going like to stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. There is some really big random stuff what can directly kill you or what can annoy you, and maybe you will not like the speedrun anymore when you try it once. It looks a little bit simple, but it's not, trust me. I was having a lot of issues and a lot of not fun times with this, especially in the caves. So the hardest levels are actually here cave level 3 and level 6, and yeah, to the game you have to rescue in each stage. You have to rescue 40 hostages. You saw these prisons, or you have these prisons, and they have in total, you have 4 prisons each stage, what have 16 hostages. So in total you could save 64, but if you bring 40 home, then you cleared the round, and you don't have to bring 40 home without anyone dying, but you have maximum 64. So in any case, if you would have killed 25 or 25 got killed, do your run, it's automatically a game over and you have to start again. You have 2 lives each stage, and when you rescue 20 you get another extra life. And yeah, about the hostages, you can kill them, they can get killed when your helicopter gets destroyed. When you have your hostages, they are all there directly. You can maximum carry 16 in the same time, I think. Yeah, you can only carry 16 at the same time. So the way of flying is 16, 16 and 8 to get 40. And yeah, do this 6 stages, and then the speedrun is done. You start with minus 8 seconds, because in the moment when you press start, when the helicopter is only on the screen, not with the hostages, to that he's entering the helicopter, it's like exactly 8 seconds that you gain control. And yeah, like I said, there's a lot of random stuff. The speedrun is not so hard to learn and to understand, but there is some stuff what can really annoy you, kill you, or make you don't like this game anymore, let's say that. But yeah, I don't want to explain too much. It's better to just show you the speedrun and give some clues and hints to each stage. So yeah, when you have this kind of screen, what I just show you here, in the moment when you press here, like minus 8 seconds, and then you gain control in the moment when the 8 seconds are gone. For the timer ends when the credits roll. It's like a one screen black with different music, and this is like when the speedrun ends. So let me do some save states so I can explain you everything and show you everything. So player 1 start is actually a 2-player game, but you actually don't play 2 players, because it's like you are just 1 player. If you would die, then the second player would come, or if you finish the round, the second player would come. So you can go straight down as a helicopter, but you cannot go straight down diagonal. I just wanted to show you that. So you have to be a little bit careful, mostly when you're coming and when you're landing. You have to be a little bit careful. You can fly backwards and forward. Button 2 is switching. If you are moving like to the left, Like you can actually here switch sides, as you can see. You can turn around, and yeah, the best thing is like directly when you go up, you move, so the screen goes this way. You have the straight way, so you can shoot in the background of the game. You have the forward, you can shoot forward and backward. You can also fly backwards, so the screen is coming later, so the enemies spawn later. But yeah, this is like the thing. You cannot hold the shoot button, you have to shoot fast, or to shoot more than one projectile. And yeah, this is the moving way. And you just move, and then you land, and then you go back. And you have to be a little bit careful when you are landing that you're not crushing. This is like kind of the mechanics of the whole game. But yeah, since we died twice, you can also see you just stand around and you just killed. The RNG for the first map is actually the planes, the jets. Let's say the jets there. They can fly straight to you. They can fly diagonal to you, like straight and then switch to diagonal. Or I think there's one more. I'm not sure. Yeah, they can shoot and turn around. So they have 3 patterns, and they all shoot one projectile. You can actually hit the projectile, so whatever they shoot, you can shoot that too, and then it's not hitting you and you're not destroyed. One hit and you're dead, as you saw. And yeah, another thing what is very important when you are flying to the prisons, that when you shoot at the prisons and you open that, you have to be careful that you don't fly too fast to the prisoners, because you can actually kill them when you're like really rushing to the guys. If there are some what is called, I think, rocket launchers on the ground, what try to hit you and shoot you, like a defensive system, and you can actually destroy them so they don't annoy you. So yeah, there are some of the way it was actually kind of easy. And then yeah, in the moment when you open it, you actually land and try to collect the hostages as fast as possible. And I always put myself in this position, like that I would shoot in the front part. And yeah, just showing you that again, how to play is kind of easy. You just go, and in the moment when you land and take the hostages, always like after a millisecond you have to go up again. Why? If you don't do that, there's like coming something in the background. In this case it's like we are moving, and then we always like move a little bit up, otherwise then there would come what is the name of it? A tank. So you see the tank is always coming if you don't move. And yeah, this is like the way how you play. You have to just be careful. I always fly like down, of course, and then I just go down. And the first part of the base when you're reaching is the possibility that they're already deloading. It depends on the level. Like in the sea level you cannot do it so close to the corner, but you have to be kind of close to that helicopter thing. So in the moment when the 16th goes out, you directly go up and press twice button 2 to change. Button 1 is for shooting. And yeah, go for the next part. Like I said, I don't know if I said it before, but you need 16, 16 and 8. Here you have to land very quickly, otherwise you have this this defense system what would try to kill you. You can also just kill it on the way and then go down. And yeah, you need 16 and then you go. This is always bringing some enemies out, but you should be never getting hit there. Every time, like, the most important thing is like never stop really. Just land, go, land and go, and after 20 hostages back to the base you have an extra life. Then you go for the last prison, and this is like only 8, and yeah, you bring the 8 home, and then you already finished the first mission. Things what can happen on the way, what I was saying, is that you can get killed by the planes. Try always to be very close to the fire, but not too close, because if you are standing in front of the exit, you see that you kill them also. Yeah, and be careful with this tank, because otherwise, as you see, he would kill you. Yeah, three prisons actually you just have to destroy here. Yeah, be careful about the jets. And yeah, you can fly. It's actually kind of easy. Just be aware that there are things, and we are coming later to the missiles. But yeah, if you get killed, can happen. Try to be close to that. When you see you have 8, you can actually directly go. You don't even have to care about the others. So the others are just waiting there and say, "Why you don't rescue me? What is going on here?" But yeah, you don't care because you actually only need 40. And when you see this line there, it's like always the line where you're almost close. And as you see, I'm not on the platform, so he's not deloading. I have to be actually standing on the platform to deload. And when we reach 40, we finish the first stage, or the stage in that case. So, just show you again, level 1 again from the beginning to the end, and try again to explain. So in the moment when you get control, you go up. You switch directions, so you fly forward because this is faster. You can also fly backwards, but we don't only do that in the cave section. If you really want to play YOLO and get a sub 14, you should fly forward in the cave. Good luck with that. Not getting killed there, but I will explain that later. So in the moment when you see like you're like close to 16, you can stand because the tank is always coming not directly, he's coming a little bit later. So when you have like 12 or 13, you can actually just already stand still and the tank should not kill you. And yeah, be careful, don't go too diagonal when you're going back to the base. Otherwise, like if you're too high or you entering too fast, you directly crash your helicopter and you lose a life. Game over is also, there's no continue when you don't have any more lives. It's game over. I would not say it's a marathon run, definitely not, but maybe someone will ever one day play this as a marathon. Yeah, you open them and then you can actually move yourself a little bit closer because they always come in the same speed out. So you don't have to worry about it, that you are too far away. You can always go back then closer, but be careful if you're going like... you can actually kill them if you're like going from too high to the exit. Like I said, in the moment when you are too close to the exit, like actually in front of the exit, you would kill them because they cannot exit. You block the way to them to go out. After 20 hostages, you have an extra life. Even when you are finishing a stage with 0 lives, to the next stage you have 2 lives again. So don't worry if you die on the first attempts, doesn't make any difference. And yeah, here it's difficult because this guy is always shooting. You have to be ready for landing, and when you have 8 you can actually go. And yeah, be careful with the projectiles from this defense system and from our friends here, the jets, because they're super annoying. And then you just land. And if somebody gets killed, you don't get the bonus. And when we reach the end, we finish the round. So, in stage 2, we're on the sea. And same like always, we have 4 prisons. We have 2 over prisons, like on a flight, what is it? A flight ship, like one of these ships in this case. And we have 2 undergrounds and submarines. You have actually just 1 on the top, like 1 easy to reach, and you have 2 submarines you have to open. And yeah, there's some crazy stuff what can happen in the sea. The first thing is like randomly a rocket can come out of the water in every position. I don't know how to manipulate it. What I always do is like I move myself a little bit from the left to the right, like I move my position, but I don't know if it works. But there's actually a rocket from the sea what actually can kill you directly, especially when you're on the submarine part. It can just come from the ground and you're in the loading situation and you get killed out of nowhere and you don't even know what to do because it's completely random. And the other random thing in this is the ship from the left and from the right, they're like coming ships in what is like the tank position. And I think when they're coming from the right, they would kill you on the position where I'm landing, on the right side. And if they are coming from the left, they will not kill you. We can try this out actually, but yeah. Here you also have the jets again. You have this defense thing, and the first prison thing is here. And the same thing, you can land wherever you want, and then you can go closer, and then just try to be as close as possible to the exit. You don't even have to move up and down, but yeah, you can move up and down. So the same thing like in stage 1, except that yeah, this time we are on the sea. Like I said, very simple gameplay, and you see these ships on the ground. These are like random if they come, if they show up. There are also some guys in small ships with possible shots, but they are actually not so difficult. So here's the first submarine, and if you do a no-stop, like if you don't even have to aim, you always hit it, because the submarine is always coming out in the moment when you're reaching the screen. If you pass it and go, like if you miss it and you go for the next one, this one has a different way, like it will be I think in down when you pass next time when you try to pick up things, guys. And yeah, try to get it in the first time. When it's on the highest point, you can destroy the submarine. And yeah, same thing like I was saying, there are two random things. One is the missile out of the water. It can happen twice in the stage, and the second is the ship from the background, where we will wait for it this time. And of course, like we have here also the jet guys. So yeah, you only need 8, and when you are like standing still here, I think the chances are high. And when you're standing here and it comes from the right side, it should not hit you. But when it's coming from the other side, from the left, you just wait. This is the machine gun. He's only shooting when you're in the top. So when you're here, you have to move up. Otherwise it hits you. You can also maybe stand here, and then it's also hitting you. So if you're standing on the left side from the submarine, it will actually kill you when you're there, and if you're on the right side, it could be the opposite. You have to find out, you have to try. I will show you now what you normally do for the submarine. So when you're standing here, what you can always do is when this ship is coming and you're not sure, you just go up, that it shoots under you, and then you go down again. Hopefully it's not hitting one of your hostages. It can happen. And there was the missile, and you saw it like randomly coming out of the water. It can happen twice. Same here. And you can actually move like this, maybe to avoid getting hit by the missile. And yeah, you want actually to finish with the third submarine. Here's the fourth one. And yeah, normally we never see this prison, because we already finished with the first 3 prisons, what are 2 submarines and 1 normal prison on one of these water ships. If there are too many enemies, the game lags. That can happen, not often, but can happen. So yeah, you have to be careful with this. And yeah, I just play this level again one more time completely without explaining you. And if you just move without stopping, these guys will not kill you. If you're getting out of the screen, like you see right now, the hostages will not come out. So sometimes it can happen that you're too fast and that you're out of the screen. And when this happens, the enemies, the hostages will not come out. And in the moment when you go up there, you just move to the right, like move to the right and directly switch. And these jets can actually avoid that you have a good way to land. So yeah, things can happen, and you just try not to get killed. The missile out of the water can actually also try to reach you here at your base. Happened also to me that I was like almost at the base or even on the base, and the missile just killed me directly out of the water. So yeah, as you see, the submarine is always coming out. in the moment when you are like coming. Try always to be close to the exit. You can actually move your helicopter by button 2. Doesn't make any difference. And yeah, maybe you are lucky and you don't get hit by the missile. So with each stage the game gets harder, and as you can see there can come a lot of jets in the same time. So in every different angle, and you have to be just super careful to don't get hit, especially when you have hostages, because if you lose the hostages, what happens is that you have to fly longer, and that the speedrun takes longer, of course. But yeah, it's not a hard game, it's just have an eye of everything and try to get the submarines and don't get killed. And hope that the ships from the background are not coming, and that you don't get hit by the missile in the sea part. That's actually everything. And yeah, you don't have to destroy these defense systems, but I do that because then they are not annoying and they don't go on my brain and on my nerves. So yeah, 40, and now we go to the horror part, stage 3, the cave. Stage 3 and stage 6 are the worst in the whole game. I would say 1, 2 and 5, 6, 4, 5 are doable, mostly not happening a lot. Of course you can get killed every time by the jets or by whatever. So here the random part we have is you have enemies coming to you, and they have 3 different ways to come. The one way is they come, make a half round and go back. They shoot them twice. The other one is coming to you, shoot, and go away. And the third one is coming to you, shoot, go slowly backward, and then shoot again and go to the right. These 3 patterns are, these guys, I would say they are like bees or like wasps. They can come, especially in the cave, out of nowhere, and they always kill you and shoot you. And this is random. And the second random part is there are fireboards in the cave, and these fireboards, especially in level 6, they can jump really high and just instantly kill you. So what we are doing here is actually we fly backward. I think if you want to go for the world record, you should maybe have a lucky day and fly forward and don't get hit by the lava boards on the way. Maybe at least for the front part. For the back part, I would definitely recommend to fly not forward. But yeah, we always fly backward, and then when we pass the part with the lava boards, we turn around into forward by pressing twice the button 2. And we shoot always the prison and land, and then we shoot there's like very close a guy who's trying to kill you, like a defense guy. And we just go up a little bit and shoot, because when you're moving a little bit up from the ground you can shoot, and when you're staying on the ground you can actually not shoot. So what we're always doing is like we are flying here backwards, and when we pass the 2 lava parts here, when we're entering this one, we are opening the prison, and then we just move a little bit. We stay in this position. Depends, like if you are too close to the right side, want just to show you that you can die there. And if the screen is also too much to the right, the lava bots already start moving. Here we have these annoying guys, and yeah, if you're like too far here, then the lava bots are still going up. And if this happens, you can actually go to the left and then to the right again, and then they despawn. And what you're always doing is that you be on the ground, the same like level 1. If you are not going up a little bit, the tank will come. And the most annoying part about this is that these guys are actually also coming onto your base. So even if you're in the D-Lord situation, they can be coming, these guys, and kill you there. So you have to be aware that they are coming and maybe shooting at you. Not like this. Mostly they're making like this half round, what you will see later. So even when you're in the zone, on your zone, these guys can actually kill you. So I show you right now the whole level, like I show you the 3 prisons we actually go, and I hope you will never see prison number 4. So the first 2 prisons are here, and the 4th prison is actually far away. The jeep can also come in level 1, but the jeep is doing nothing when you're on the ground, and yeah. A little bit like level 1 with the tank, and the jeep can also be in level 1. When you passed the exit, you can actually turn around again, because when you fly in this way it's faster, and you always have to go in the other way anyway. So you have 3 prisons, 16, 16, 8 is the idea behind it, and hopefully you never have to see the 4th one, because the 4th one is actually the farthest away in the middle of everything, and as you can see, they come like out of nowhere every time. They can come in the cave, and if you fly here forward, good luck passing this part, because this lava, and you can ignore this guy. This guy will never kill or hit you when you are actually flying fast, like you go in both directions backwards. So he can actually never hit you, only if you would stop. And yeah, you have to be careful with these guys, that they are not hitting you. Otherwise, as you see, we had 32 deaths. We cannot reach 40 anymore. Directly game over. It doesn't matter how much life you still have, and you start from the beginning. So yeah, as I said, this is like most annoying part. I will show you just one time completely the cave, how it looks like. And like I said, I don't recommend to get into the 4th castle. First 2 are easy, 3rd one also, and the 4th one is actually a little bit tricky. So here's like the 4th one, and there is in the top, there is a cannon, as you see. And if you are too close to the cannon, it will even shoot you when you are taking the guys inside. So I don't recommend to get to this last one. Get the first 3 bronze, the big one. Well, hopefully you never see that, and be careful with these guys. So now to the speedrun. Actually, like I said, tricky with the lava bolts, tricky with things like RNG things. When you pass these 2, you can directly change, and then you just land. And then you just kill this guy, because this guy can actually also kill you when you go out. When you see the lava bots like jumping, you can move a little bit to the left after you got the last hostage, and then go back to the right. In that case, you despawn them, and they start to spawn after you and not before you. And then you go forward again. You go to your base, and you have to check that they're not coming for you on the base. So they have these kind of patterns, and they can come randomly, and yeah, good luck surviving that. And we always fly backwards. Like I said, if you want to save time, you would have to fly forward here in the first part, and in the second part that would be a little bit, we call it kamikaze, so it would be like, I don't know, super hard. When you are like on the ground, they will not come for you to kill you mostly, but never say never. So maybe they are coming even on your altitude. After you pass these 2, you can actually switch to the front part, and yeah, bring the hostages home. And the lava boats in stage number 6, they jump even higher and faster. So they are slow right now, but they can be actually much faster in the last level before the speedrun ends. And this is definitely a rage game. Like, you would definitely rage, because yeah, the life situation, these guys, what are always coming and going, and try to annoy you, and you never know what to do. As you can see, there was like enemies from everywhere, and you had no chance. Coming 2 from the side, and they were even in your position when you were landing. So getting a deathless run is actually a super cool thing, and if you get a deathless run, I'm happy with you, because this is really difficult task. If you get a little bit more than 8, just take it. But yeah, as you can see, if you touch something in the cave, like these things from the up and the down part, yeah, you are dead too. So you have to fly in the middle. And if you don't fly in the middle, you can touch the top, the ground parts. Can be really, really hard. So, level 4. Level 4 is, there's a safe way for the beginning. There are some rockets who are coming out, like non-stop rockets. And the safe way would be, if I would not say even the other way is difficult, but safe way would be flying backwards until you pass the rockets and then fly forward again, but you lose time a lot, actually. The easier way is just to fly forward and then shoot at them so they don't hit you. But yeah, if you want to play safe, you can fly backward. Yeah, there are some towers now on the map, like electricity, power things what you don't have to touch. We have the jets again, and we have some defense installations what try to shoot you, like you know from level 1. So yeah, the easy way, it's like the same like level 1, just a little bit more difficult. So the easy way would be you just fly here backwards until you pass the part with the missiles here, and then you switch to the forward. But it's actually not so hard. And yeah, you have these things what are like blocking the way after the prison. So what is really hard is like you have these things, you have to fly up, and here you have the missiles, and you have a lot of defense system. And we are normally never opening the first one. The reason why we're never opening the first prison is this one defense thing after it, because yeah, it can actually kill you on the way from landing. So what we mostly do is we kill this one and we go for the second prison, and then on the backward we are trying to kill this defense thing. We go for, in that case we go for the prison number 2 and the prison number 3 first, and try on the back side to destroy the defense system, what is directly after the first prison what we pass. So we can open then the third prison, what is in that case the first prison, and get the last 8 out of it, because it doesn't matter where you stand longer for the prisoners. If you take the last 16 and then first prison 8 is the same speed as you would go otherwise, because you're standing the same time on a mount on the ground. But yeah, we are always like opening, like I do that, but maybe it's even faster to open the first prison, get the 16 out and go back, then the next one 16, go back, and then 8 and go back. But the flying back and flying forward is actually the same time, and staying on the ground is 2 times long and 1 time short, and it doesn't matter where. So in my case there's no time loss if you do that like this. So I will show you what we do professional way. We just fly, shoot at the rockets so they don't hit you. We try to get out of rid of the defense things, like this one was the most important one. Then the same situation, we land, we try to go close to the exit, not too close but close, so we are getting them fast into our situation. And now we are just flying back and try to get out some defense systems. Be careful with the missiles, and with these towers land and bring the hostages home. Yeah, we always, like, I always go for prison number 2 and prison number 3, and then the last 8 I take prison number 1. When you get 16 home without any death, you have this BMX guy, and there's another thing called Superman. When you see Superman coming out, then your guys are running faster, so you could, I would not say you'd save time, because they're just running faster, and it doesn't matter if they're running fast to your helicopter here or not. But it's actually a cool gimmick. And yeah, be careful when you go up that the jets are not actually in that moment coming. So yeah, just in the moment when you come or when you go up, there can come a jet and actually shoot at you. So be careful with that, and bring the hostages home. Like I said, if you have the situation that you want to play safe here, you just fly backwards in the beginning so you don't get killed by these missiles. And you have 3 prisons, and the last one is after the missiles here, but hopefully you are not seeing it. But it's actually, like I said, not a difficult map. It's just, yeah, be careful with the jets, they're coming a lot. As longer the run goes, as more jets are coming. And be careful with the missiles here. And yeah, if you shoot that tower there, the Superman can come out. Nice gimmick. Maybe a very, very small time save when they run faster to you. But this is level 4. And now we go to level 5. Sea thing, the same thing like in level 2. Exactly the same situation. 2 submarines and 1 cage on the top. 16, 16, 8. Missiles, more jets, more enemies coming from everywhere, more ships to the what are coming on the sea part. Be careful when they're coming close, just go up. Hopefully they don't shoot one of your hostages. If that happens, you have to live with that. Be careful that the missile can come out of the water from everywhere, like even more random, even more harder. And yeah, same like level 2, just more enemies. The defense system is the same, so there's no change. And yeah, now many times I had the situation that the missile is actually aiming me exactly in the part where, as you see, I was just talking about it. And that can happen randomly. You're just standing there picking up the hostages, and there's coming out of nowhere a missile exactly on your point. Boom, kills you. You cannot react. You lose your hostages, and you have a longer speedrun. Or you maybe even, because you die again, have a game over in level 5. Thank you very much. But this is like exactly what can happen in stage number 2 and stage number 5. That this missile is actually really killing you, and there is no way to avoid it. It's just bad luck. It's randomly from the game. I don't think it's a program thing. I thought when I'm moving that I maybe make this missile coming in different places, but I think it doesn't matter what you do. It can kill you or it not kills you. It's just luck based. And I lost a lot of runs by this, and what can you do? Nothing. You can just try to play the game and hope that you're not getting killed, and that you get the hostages fast, and that you have the good RNG with the missile and with the ships in the background. And yeah, about the same situation. You can open the submarine directly. When this ship is coming, you just go up here. Don't fly too fast down, like always try to get a gap between some hostages so they are not getting killed, because when you go with your helicopter down there in every part, because in that case I had to go up because of the background ship, you don't have to, you can actually risk that it's maybe not hitting you, but safer ways go up, and then when you go down again, be sure that there is a small gap between the hostages, because if not, you can actually kill one of your hostages by just landing there, and it doesn't even make a difference if you are going slow or if you're going fast. If you actually land on a hostage, the hostage is always dead. And when you're missing it, well, just try again. And yeah, as you see, hostage can get killed from the attack. But when you have 8, you just go back and be careful from the jets. The jets come always from the front, so when you go up, they can still come from the back because they think you are still in the other direction. But they mostly come from the front, of course, when you are flying in the direction. So we are coming now to the last part of the speedrun, and here we have another time the cave. So let's say this is like the do or die. And I lost a lot of deathless runs here in this one. And like I said, these enemies, these small enemies what are flying around in their small ships, they are like super random. And the lava bolts in the beginning, and like especially in the beginning, they fly higher, like they shoot higher out of the lava, sea, and they are faster. So it can happen randomly that you're even flying backwards and the first lava ball is directly kill you because it was in the right height and the right speed. And you can do nothing. So yeah, just let's say good luck with that speedrun. So if you are really crazy, you could do that. I'm not recommending this because you never know how they fly. That was just pure luck that I was not getting hit, and I don't recommend the strat, but it would be a strat to save time. To fly forward. Yeah, if you want, go for that strat. Maybe you get a sub 14 with that. I definitely recommend the backwards flying every time, because it's not worthy. And yeah, when you're at the base, be careful that they are not coming and kill you. They can actually kill you on the base when you're like deloading it. They can come on your position. So I always recommend to fly this way and turn around after the lava. And yeah, as you see, I was just directly killed from the lava bolts because I was too low. Because of the guy who was shooting at me twice. You can also go high, but yeah, then there's like the chance that you get killed in the cave, so everything is completely random. And yeah, trying to get a deathless run should be a big goal for you. You just have to understand every time when you stop in the map, the chances are higher that you are actually getting killed. The tank takes a longer time here to come, so yeah, you can actually play with that. These guns at the beginning of the cave, they are also, like, they can really kill you. The bullets are following you when you turn around, so yeah, you just have to be aware, play this over and over again, and try to not get hit. And yeah, flying backward and hope that not many of these guys are coming and that they are not killing you. So you have the projectiles coming from the front, you have these lava balls coming, and yeah, you try to survive and bring the hostages home. And this guy will never kill you if you can fly directly. If you would stop, this guy would kill you. So you see there are a lot of these guys coming out of nowhere, the guys, and it is super hard sometimes because you have too many from these one ship guys here in the same time with the lava bolts and with the guns. So yeah, it can be really stressful to get a deathless run. If you have luckily just picked up 8, it's still not so bad because there are always 16 inside, so you can still pick up the last 8 if nobody got killed. If somebody got killed here, you have to fly to the last part, and yeah, you see the bullets are following you even when you turn around, and even when you're here on the base, they can actually try to kill you. When they're coming from the front, they are not shooting at you, and when they come from the back, they would kill you. So now you finish the speedrun, and this is coming, the stuff like credits, and in the moment when you have the screen of the points, the speedrun is over. So you can continue the game, of course, but the speedrun ends here. Every level will be more difficult, and I don't know how many rounds there are, maybe never ending rounds, but yeah, the speedrun ends there. Let me just play one more time, hopefully a good cave for you. I will try my best to not die, but just to see what you can do. So always fly backward, turn around here. I was a little bit sketchy because I was too fast. If you're too close to the lava bolts and they are jumping out, you can actually fly a little bit to the left and then fly again to the right. If you are moving, the hostages can run away from you. So if you are just going up again, they will come back to you. So yeah, when you see a hostage moving away from you, you just go a little bit up and then the hostage should come again into your direction. It would never come into your direction again if you would just stand still, so you just have to move a little bit up. I will show you here in the base what I mean, like this. Then the hostage will turn around and come back to you. So if a hostage is running away for whatever reason, just do that strat. And every time when you pass the lava ball section, just turn around to this direction again. So you despawn also the lava part and get the 16. And yeah, be aware about bullets everywhere, about these small wasps, let's say that, and try not to get hit when you have hostages. It's a shorter loss, of course, when you're flying to the prisons and get killed than when you got the hostages and you fly back and then you get killed, because then you have like the long time lost. But yeah, randomly I just got killed by the lava ball. I was even flying backwards. I was too low, even when I was like in the middle, I was like here. But you can see, you can really get killed randomly out of nowhere from the lava balls. Can always happen. Super annoying, really frustrating. This guy you can actually ignore, you don't have to kill him. If you want you can kill him, but it makes no difference. And when you have 8, you just go. If you have 9, you get killed now. You would have to fly to the last part of the stage. And I showed you in the beginning from the 3rd cave that it's, let's say, a big... Okay, I have to show you now. That's funny actually. Okay, I got killed there. So it's like a big house thing, like a big prison, and since we don't have now enough hostages to pick up anymore, we just yeah, like the thing also why we fly backwards is like because it's super annoying. What is like coming from the top is like lava things and everything. So we fly here also backwards, and then we open this this thing without spawning what is it called? There is a gun on the top and we don't want to see the gun. You can pick up maximum 16. You see they run through you even if you are like with them, and then you fly all the way back until you are like reaching the exit. But you don't want to see that actually. If you have to see that, well, it's still okay, but super big time loss, of course. Bring the 40 home, and time will be now. Our 40 is rescued, next round, get the credits, and finish the speedrun. So yeah, this is Choplifter speedrun. From the mechanics, actually super easy, I would say. Not so difficult to understand how it works, but a lot of random stuff. Enemies coming to your base kill you, missiles coming out of the water kill you, these enemies at the caves coming from everywhere, lava balls killing you out of nowhere. So yeah, definitely easy mechanic speedrun, but very random stuff happening during the run, especially in level 3 and level 6. The caves, they can really destroy your run, and when you are losing all your lives, it's always a game over. There's no continue, and when you cannot bring 40 hostages home anymore in each stage, like you got killed too many times with hostages and you cannot bring 40 home, it's a game over too. It doesn't matter how much life you have. If you save 20 of the hostages, you get an extra life. And I think the world record is right now 14 minutes and 4 seconds. And yeah, I hope I could explain everything in this speedrun Choplifter, and I wish you good luck learning it. It is really simple of playing it. The map is not so big. Opening the prisons and don't kill the hostages, also not so big. Just the random stuff can really destroy your run and your mood. Don't touch anything in the cave, of course. And yeah, I would say it is a speedrun, especially in the beginning. Maybe not for like if you don't have so much experience with speedruns. This is definitely a speedrun you can learn easily and finish it. But yeah, maybe you will never play this game again, or you don't want to speedrun it anymore after random stuff happened and you got killed by stuff in this game. Yeah, it's your choice. Um, Game what I was having as a kid, like a childhood game. That's why I started speedrunning it. And yeah, like I said, good luck learning it, and I hope everything got explained in the tutorial. Yeah, I think the world record is 1404, and I think sub 14 is definitely possible. I think my sum of best is 1358, 1359, 56. I don't remember. We can actually just put the splits on for a second and see what Choplifter my sum of best is. So you can see what kind of time is actually maximum possible, because there's not much RNG in it. So in the Choplifter, my sum of best is a 1358. Yeah, so a sub 14 is definitely possible, especially when you fly in the caves forward and not backward. There would be more time save, but yeah, this is like, I don't know, a kamikaze run if you just try to avoid getting hit by the lava balls. Even in the later part, like after the two prisons, if you try to fly forward there with the stones coming from the top and the lava balls coming from the ground, like opening like a split. I think sub 14 is possible, but I'm not going for that. I think this can try somebody to get this by himself. As I was mentioning, in the moment when you are here in the situation like here, when you press start, you have -8 on the timer. So in the moment you are pressing start and the timer, you get control in the moment when the 8 seconds have been passed. So as you can see, in the moment when I touch and fly, it's getting in the green. So yeah, this is everything with this speedrun, and good luck learning it, and hope to see some speedruns from you in the future of this game, and maybe some more runners. And with that, I wish you all a good morning, a good day, and a good night, depends on your time zone, and I see you in the next stream or the next tutorial, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.